I could spend an hour on why Appalachian whites can't get out of poverty and on why blacks can't get out of poverty on average. It's not really true. Blacks are actually becoming some of the wealthiest subgroups and largest upper middle class groups. When it comes to that demographic of upper and nouveau riche, blacks are just exploding. But that's blacks that see through it all and escape it. Dynamic, smart, hardworking, competitive, don't have chips on their shoulders, don't make people feel uncomfortable. They go right to the top. Right to the top. Whether it's journalism or science, corporate sales, CEOs, managers, alpha male black guys who don't have chips on their shoulders make some of the best executives out there. That's well known in corporate America, but I'm digressing. Massive chips on their shoulders, taught to have chips on their shoulders, taught by MTV and the gangster culture since the 70s and 80s to go out and join a gang and to hate everybody and to think everybody's out to get you. I know a lot of white yuppies like that and slackers in Austin who won't work, who are trust fund kids, who are spoiled brats, and they remind me of growing up in Dallas of black people that had chips on their shoulders I knew and thought everybody was talking crap to them. But if you look on the graph of the 1960s, black illegitimacy, black crime rates, black bankruptcy, black suicide, on and on and on, it was as low as the whites or lower. Because blacks knew that they'd been screwed over, and they figured something out that Louis Farrakhan talks about. I disagree with a lot of what Louis Farrakhan talks about, but when he says this is true, you want to buy local, you want to build a community, you want to have your own banks, you want to get your clothes cleaned at black-owned shops. I mean, that's one way. If you're going to think whites are all out to get you and do that, and back then the whites were in many areas, and so black people had lower illegitimacy on average in the 20s and 30s and 40s. Then that all changed. The highest in the world, the highest criminal rate, everything. I mean, did white men make gangster rappers always go shoot each other every 2 days in the news? Where there's some hip-hop event and people shoot each other, or they try to shoot because that's what people see as cool. That's being sold in the white community now. There's like this hip-hop rap country now that's all thugged out. We're like guys with grills in their teeth and long mullets rapping to country. And, I mean, you can go find areas in the country and suburb white areas where it's like some mutation between thug culture from the blacks and thug white trash culture. It's just unbelievably horrible. And I'm supposed to embrace all that. I can't stand a black thug or a white thug. They all act just the same. They're all Arrested Development, crazed looks in their eyes, little kids, think they're tough, attack you. When you start banging their head in the concrete, they always cry for their mama. It's like that movie Spring Break with Franco in it or whatever his name is. That's really how that is. It's disgusting. And I grew up around it. And now it's spreading all over the country. And illegitimacy and the imprisonment. We're just converting to absolute animals, folks, across the board. I mean, what does it say that the main civil rights leader in this country is not somebody like Martin Luther King? It's Al Sharpton. I mean, a guy who wore purple leisure suits and weighed 400 pounds and was an FBI informant, coke dealer. I mean, what a joke. I mean, you know, but just take no responsibility. Let me tell you something. Winners, real winners, cannot be held down. Now, the CIA, you want to talk about what's really holding blacks back? Did, because it was seen as acceptable by white racists in police departments and the FBI to ship drugs in to black communities and to let prostitution, gambling, and all be in the black community, run by Italian, Jewish, Irish, and WASP mafias. But they would run it in the black communities because whites wouldn't put up with it. And they would go into a bad black area, not a big Christian upper-class black area, but they'd go into the poor black areas, and they'd set up shop. So that's where a lot of that seed of that culture came from. So, yes, the white man actually did engineer it and is to blame. Here's the news flash. I didn't do anything. I'm not part of it. Most whites were against slavery. We fought a civil war over it. We reversed it. England was the country with Christians that started banning slavery worldwide and invaded parts of Africa and invaded the Middle East to make Arabs stop selling black people. And I'm not bashing Arabs. Don't blame them today. It's just a fact. So that's the reality. Germans weren't freed in some areas of Germania, the Austro-Hungarian Empire, until the 1880s. Do you hear Germans that have a German surname that's linked to that whining? They don't even remember it or know or care. A lot of my ancestors came over here as sharecroppers. Do you hear me talking about it? It is a mindless chip on the shoulder. You add fluoride, vaccines into the mix, you just have a brain-damaged public. I mean, it comes down to that. And so this is social engineering. And if you go back to the Great Society, on the graph in the 60s, that's when the decline of the black community and the rest of the country starts.
Hey, Boomer! I learned in school today that 60% of our bodies are made of water. Good thing we have the Berkey system. It's the cleanest, best water ever. Mom says it's because the Berkey's filtration system cleans out the bad stuff and leaves only pure, delicious water. I know, right? You love it too. Yeah, I'm thirsty too. Let's go get some. Get Berkey clean water by calling 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653. Or visit GoBerkey.com.
By now you know that wireless technology like cell phones do in fact pose dangers to the health and privacy of everyone. Block-It Pocket's wide range of products are unmatched in providing the protection you deserve. No scare tactics, just common sense. BlockItPocket.com offers quality American-made options to alleviate and eliminate these invisible dangers. Learn more at BlockItPocket.com or call 888-315-9618. BlockItPocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Alex Jones here to tell you about how you can help spread liberty worldwide while also enjoying what I have found to be the best tasting 100% organic coffee on the planet. For more than a decade, my favorite coffee has come from the high mountains of southern Mexico, where the Chiapas farmers grow their unique shade-grown Arabica beans. We have now managed to secure these sought-after beans in a highly customized blend. Discover and try a bag of the Patriot Blend 100% organic coffee at InfoWarsLife.com. This coffee gives you a long, smooth pick-me-up for hours without the headaches and heartburn that so many other coffees give me personally. Hands down, this is my favorite coffee, and it's taken us years to secure connections directly to the Chiapas Mexican farmers. Drop by the site today, order a bag or two, and I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Available in original or with our immune support infusion blend. You will be supporting a free press, all the while enjoying a truly great-tasting cup of my favorite coffee. Available at InfoWarsLife.com.
CatieArmor.com is your one-stop shop for the most affordable body armor, period. With packages starting at $169.99 and free shipping on every order. Katie offers soft armor and rifle threat rated armor up to level 4. Go to CatieArmor.com and get your body armor today while you still can. Mention this ad and receive a free tactical scarf for a limited time with any body armor package. That's CatieArmor.com. Come and take it.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
The Genesis Communications Radio Network proudly presents The Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on for your mind.
You know, most talk show hosts lean on their callers. Like a man losing a boxing match leans on the ropes or grabs his opponent. I said I'd take calls this hour. You notice I haven't, because I've got so much news to get to. I will open the phones up for people that disagree with me in the first 30 minutes of the next hour. Then David Knight is joining us with some of the most bombshell testimony ever of the most vicious child abuse you can imagine. We've interviewed a nurse, and it's on record up until 5 years ago, they would not give premature babies vaccines. They would not give pregnant women vaccines. Now we have eyewitnesses to where they know that it's basically maiming and killing them, and they say, get ready to get the trauma unit, the emergency unit in here, get ready to try to save their life. They follow the order, they give them the shots, the baby starts dying on the table in front of them. This is human sacrifice. This is leading children up to idols and throwing them into fiery pits. This is following orders unto death. And the inserts said until 5 years ago, do not give it to a pregnant woman, do not give it to a premature baby. And most of the children go into convulsions, a lot of them die. He'll be joining us bottom of the next hour to break down this, and we're going to air part of this interview with a registered nurse exposing it. And we're going to do more investigative reports. Because of HIPAA laws, you can get indicted, but there's got to be an investigative loophole to be able to get in, because we have sources that want to let us in, basically, to see the babies dying. And I know it's a conspiracy theory to want to save the babies, but all of you out there that worship the government and are into having faith in it, come on. They just cut the fluoride by 50%. They've ordered it removed from pesticide because the proof is it's massacring our brains, our DNA. It's giving us cancer. Evil's running the country. Let's just admit it. But see, the evil's so over the top, people don't want to admit it. Now, what else is hurting black folks that are the main test group inside this country? What else is hurting them? It's hurting everybody. But blacks, more than anybody, in places like Detroit, you name it, former industrial centers, are being annihilated by the North American Union, the TPP, the Pacific Union, the NAU, because they're all written selectively so that only globalist companies can operate, so they move overseas, or the high-tech visas come in. And by the way, the foreign workers don't have to pay taxes here. Let's go ahead and go to Obama pushing what's really doubling the black unemployment rate.
I've been very clear that TPP is good for American businesses and American workers.
Just like NAFTA? Mm-hmm.
Regardless of what China's doing. And we will make the case on the merits as to why it will open up markets for American goods,
You'll make
American
the case.
exports, and create American jobs.
Will you roll Al Gore out again, who said he invented the internet?
Defensive agreement. This is something that is going to be part and parcel of our broader.
But we're not allowed to see it.
Moving forward.
The Federal Reserve's above the law.
95% of the world's
the private corporate boards are above the law. Only the police, they have to be under federal control. Okay, let's go to Boehner. The Republicans, by the way, are quietly supporting this, but Boehner acting like he's not for it to full constituents. Here's the Speaker of the House.
The president needs trade promotion authority to continue to try to get an agreement with the Asians on the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Hillary Clinton was for trade promotion authority. Hillary Clinton is for the trade bill with the Asians. She just won't say so. And the fact is the president needs her help in order to get Democrat votes in the House and Senate to get this passed.
Do you think some House Democrats look at the split?
Boehner's on something.
She's on the ballot. I better.
Every Democrat leader
Word is he's a cokehead.
Congress is opposed to the president's position. Now listen, we've got a majority here in the House and the Senate, but we can't do this by
How many
ourselves.
hookers a week do you think he
Now we're
gets?
going to carry the bulk of the votes.
All right, we're going to go to
trade
break.
promotion authority done for the
Again, he acts like he's for our jobs. He acts like earlier that he was against it. Now he's for it. I mean, here they come. They're both parties screwing us over.
Thank you for listening to GCN.
Let's just have a race war instead, huh? That's what they're pushing.
GCN Live.
Big second hour coming up.
Used since before the days of the Roman Empire to support the body's natural systems. Introducing the new InfoWarsLife.com oil of oregano formulation. We have now procured the most high quality and potent forms of oregano oil on the market. Extracted directly from the wild herb and sealed in easy-to-use capsules. You will no longer need to endure the burning of liquid oregano on the tongue. Now available in our limited first run at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139. Alex Jones here. For the last 2 years, I've been working with top doctors, nutritionists, and chemists to design a nutraceutical formulation that has truly life-changing health benefits. Introducing the all-new Ancient Defense Herbal Immunity Blend. Experience the benefits of combining over 14 ancient herbs and extracts with exciting new advances in nutraceutical science. Visit InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139. That's InfoWarsLife.com.